Here are 7 bank accounts that will completely change your life. The first account is an income account. Your income account is where all of your money drops into. It's not for spending, it's just for allocating. This is especially useful if you have multiple streams of income. From there, you're going to set up auto drafts to be distributed to other accounts that I'm about to talk about. This will allow you to live a consistent lifestyle regardless of whether you start making a lot more money or a lot less money. Next is a fixed account. Basically, all of your auto pays are going to be coming from this account, such as your rent or mortgage, utilities, phone bill, car payments, etc. And you should have a really good idea of how much is coming out of this a month because this is all of your fixed stuff. It's predictable. Then you set up an auto draft from that income account to transfer a specific amount of money each month to this fixed account. This way, not only are your bills paid, but it also saves you a ton of time each month from having to pay each bill individually. Next is a tithe account. Now, I'm not going to convince you to tithe, but I will say that the more I tithe, the better my life becomes. Separating this money into a different bank account eliminates the temptation to use it for personal reasons. Next is a giving account. Having a separate bank account completely dedicated to giving will keep you from having to stress about Christmas, birthdays, or emergencies. For example, my friend's house burned down a couple months ago, and I was able to go on a shopping spree for them, pick up some much needed supplies, and drop $500 without a second thought. And by the way, we weren't in the best financial situation ourselves either, but because we had this money allocated specifically for giving, we were able to do so joyfully. Next is a spending account, and this is the only debit card that I keep in my wallet. I've got a lot of checking accounts, but only one debit card. This account is going to be used for discretionary spending like restaurants, gas, online shopping, groceries, fun stuff, whatever suits your lifestyle. And this is the account that goes to zero each month. If you're a spender like me, we tend to spend whatever is available in our accounts. So having a separate account that's designed to go to zero each month is a very freeing way of living. And by keeping this account separate from your fixed expenses, you never have to worry about that fancy restaurant dinner interfering with your mortgage payment. Next is short and long-term savings. You can keep them the same, but I personally separate them, totally up to you. In my mind, short-term savings is for large purchases, emergencies, investing, vacations, stuff like that. Long-term savings is for buying a house or a car or a boat or an RV with cash. Maybe you want to start or even purchase a business or any other once or twice in a lifetime big ticket purchases. Lastly, a HELOC. If you have a lot of equity in your home, I highly recommend getting a home equity line of credit. It's kind of like a credit card. You don't get charged interest if you don't use it. But if you do use it, then once you pay it off, you'll have access to those funds again. This is really great for short-term investments like doing real estate flipping or lending to family. Not that I recommend lending to family. It can also act as a last resort savings account. Now, let me be clear. You do not want to use it as a savings account, but it sure beats a 30-day late on a payment or worse, foreclosure. I sincerely hope that this helps you manage your personal finances better, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.